Alright, so this little bar here is the control panel for Kaltura Capture. So let's look at this starting here at the red button. As you've probably guessed, that is your record button. That's where you start recording, and you'll just click on that to start recording. These next two items have to do with choosing the monitor that you want to record, which would be the screen that you want to record. And then if you want to also have a webcam on, you can do that. Or you can turn either one of these off. So this first one, I'm going to click the preview button. This is not the monitor I want to record. So I'm going to click here. And I'm going to click the one above that, because you can see this one's highlighted. I'm going to click the one above that and see if I get the monitor I want. Okay, so there we go. It's the one right in front of me. You can see if you look very closely, there's the control panel for Kaltura Capture, and that is what I want. You also have the option to select area. For the most part, I'm going to suggest that you just use full screen and fill that up with your PowerPoint or whatever it is that you're using that you want to record on your screen. Okay, so that's set. So I can click the up arrow right beside of it and get rid of that preview. Now this next one, I could choose a different screen, because I do have 3 screens here at my work. And I could choose select area on that, or I could choose the webcam on this one. So if I wanted to do a screen recording and a webcam, I would choose the webcam over on this monitor. I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I can click up here on this blue outline of a monitor, and it says turn off screen or webcam. So let's click on that, and it draws a line through it and says nothing's available there. So right now we have one screen to be recorded, no webcam. And then over here is going to be our sound source, or our microphone. Make sure that you check this and it has the microphone you want to use. Now I've disabled all other microphones attached to my computer, so it's the only one available here. As you can see, that's the only one. You may have the one you have plugged in. You may also have the one that's built into your computer. So make sure you choose the good one that you have plugged in here. And once you choose that, then that'll be the one you're going to use. If for some reason you wanted to turn off audio, you could click this blue outline of a microphone and it would turn off the audio. So we're good so far. The other thing I want us to look at is the Manage button over here under the Kaltura Capture icon. So this takes you into the library. As you can see, there's no videos in here because we haven't recorded any. What we want to look at though is over here in the left-hand navigation area, there is a cog, and that is the settings cog. So when you click on that, you're going to see this little button here under library, and the library folder. Go to the settings folder, and there it is. So here are the settings we can choose from. Camera recording quality. That has to do with the camera that's probably going to be pointed at your face. So this one by default they have set at 720p. That's because they're thinking it doesn't need to be that high quality. That's still a very good quality. This is a personal preference. You can change it to either lower or higher, whatever you'd like to do. Screen recording quality, on the other hand, by default is set at 1080p, a very high quality recording. Why is that? It's because Kaltura assumes that as an instructor, you're going to be showing your student diagrams, numbers, words, things that they need to see clearly. So I would suggest leaving that at 1080p. Finally, you have the option to record your system audio or not. I think the default says no. Why would you want to record your system audio? Well, for example, you are a music teacher and you would like to play a YouTube video of a classical piece of music and explain the themes in it and discuss other things while it is playing on YouTube. So you need to have system recording or record the system audio on so that the students can hear that YouTube recording while you discuss it with them. Please note that if you have Outlook open and you typically get a ding when a piece of mail comes in, it will record that. So I suggest closing all programs down except for what you're using for your recording. The next item here is recording name prefix. I believe by default it comes as Kaltura recording. However, you could change this if you're a music teacher to music. That way, every recording that you make will have a prefix named music, and then after the prefix will be the name that you give that video. So that could be just handy, it's organizational, and I think it's a good idea. The next item is highlight cursor. This is a good idea if you want the students to be able to follow where your pointer is going on the screen. It will highlight it and make it easier for them to see. Again, this is your personal preference, so you choose the way you'd like to have it. The final item down here has to do when you're having problems with Kaltura Capture, and you can upload logs of you running this application and they will go to Kaltura. We don't need to bother with that now, and I don't think you'll probably ever have to use that, so we're just going to skip that for now, and we're going to click on Save. So it's going to save our settings, and it says settings were saved successfully. So that's great. So that concludes our setup video. Stay tuned for our final video where we actually do a Kaltura Capture recording.